That stack of comics here representing Dark Avenger Inc. Plus. I'm Mark, aka the Bagging and Boarding Bad Boy. Today I have a review for Adventure Time, issue number 12. And this starts off with Lumpy Space Princess following her. And if you don't know who that is, if you watch the show, I'm sure you're familiar with that character. Really funny character on the show. But Lumpy Space Princess, she's feeling lonely and feeling left out. She sees Finn, Jake, and Marceline all having fun with BMO. They're inside playing a game. And she's like, they probably just left me out because of my smoking hot bod. It's not my fault. And she's all, loathing and, getting down and everything. But she, of course, loves herself, thinks she's so hot and everything. And it's really, really well written, really humorous. And she goes to BMO and is like, I want to get inside the game. I want to have adventures with Finn and Jake and Marceline. And BMO's like, it's only a 3-player game. And she's like, I don't care. Put me in the freaking game. So BMO lets her be in the game. But she's like a column in the game, kind of like a Legends of Zelda type game or a Mario type game. There's columns. She just gets to be a column right there. And if you know how quirky that character is, she's just chilling there, really not having an adventure. She starts talking to the Go hand right there. Hilarious. And just carries on a conversation with the Go hand, which she's really talking to herself. Super funny though. I really dig the type of humor that's in this book. And then it goes on into the main story. Just follows and branches into the main story from that, where Finn, Jake, and Marceline are trying to find this wizard Ulbo, who has infected BMO, which BMO is the game machine in the Adventure Time universe. If you don't know who BMO is right there. And they're trying to find this wizard, I guess to confront him about it, or to undo the infection, or to fight him, or something like that. And they're searching for him, can't find him anywhere, so they're going to host a contest called the Awesome Wizards Only Contest. And that way they can just weed out who the wizard is and everything. And they're going through the different wizards. And man, he's just not showing up. And there's all kinds of like quirky, funny different wizards. There's a troll wizard. There is a stinko wizard or something like that is what he goes by. And he's got like a plunger on his head. Really funny. There's a talking pinata in this book. This book is total win, in my opinion, even though it's for kids. But I love it's for big kids as well. And but yeah, they're trying to go through all those different wizards, and they can't weed out Ulbo if he's even there. And they're kind of afraid that maybe some of these wizards are lying. So they get the Truth Projection Princess to come out there. And she that's what she looks like right there. She weeds through the different wizards, and she can't tell that any of them are not telling the truth. And that's just they just kind of follow up on where their search for Ulbo. And that's kind of where the book ends. And then you get a second story in this, which I thought was super cool. Really directed at kids, but still really cool. It teaches you how to make comics. And what it is the Ice King Wizard, has he put out a comic book in the land that has entranced everybody in the land. And this comic book has them entranced and just kind of distracted. And he's using this as a tool to capture it doesn't say which princess. I'm guessing Bubblegum Princess. I don't know though, but he just says a princess that he's going to try to capture. And then Finn and Jake are like, what's up? What's going on with everybody reading this comic? Everybody's spaced out and in a zone. And they realize that it's the Ice King Wizard's comic book. So they decide, well, we're going to make our own comic book and get people, off of this trance that they're in. So they begin thinking about what kind of comic book they want to make. And Finn's like, I'm going to do a comic book about the time I kicked the Ice King Wizard's butt. And then Finn's like, I'm going to make a comic book about the time you had that pastry that was so good it made you cry. So I just love the humor in this book. I think it's awesome. I'm glad kids have a cool show like Adventure Time to watch. I'm glad I can enjoy the humor as well. And they end up making that comic book, and it just really shows, it gives kids a how-to, like numbering pages and things like that. So if you have kids, I would think it'd be a great idea just to get them this comic book. It's a lot of fun. It's just something you could probably do with your kids too, and y'all can make a comic book together. That'd be awesome. Some good father-daughter, father-son time. I don't know, I don't have kids, but I would imagine that would be cool. So, highly recommend this, and the jokes are really funny in this. They all hit, really zany stuff. And I watched the show, of course. I don't always pick up the book because it is a $3.99 book. If I had kids, I'd probably pick it up for them often, though. But being a $3.99 book, if I want my Adventure Time fix, I'm just going to watch the show. It just so happened that this week, my shop is running a buy two, get one free on all comics, and I had kind of a light week anyway, so I went ahead and got this as one of my books. And I think you can enjoy this, though. If you enjoy the show, the comic book is just as good. And I know coming up real soon, if you're a fan of this, the regular show is going to have, I think in April, it's in the new previews catalog, regular show is going to have a comic book coming out real soon too, so I'll probably do the same thing with that. I probably won't pick up every single issue. I would like to get the first one, though. I kind of like regular show just a little bit more than Adventure Time, actually, but Adventure Time's awesome, and I'd have to give Adventure Time issue number 12 a 4 out of 5. Alright guys, till next review, stay action-packed, and may your stack be fat. Also, if you're watching this, be sure to tune in to Dark Avenger Inc. Plus tonight. We're going to have our first live show coming at you live with the great legend, R. Dowdy 95. We'll be hosting, and as many people as we can get from Dark Avenger Inc. Plus, we're going to have our own live show. And I will be on if I can figure out how to do Google Plus Hangouts, because I've never actually done it. So hopefully you'll see this handsome face on there. If not, I'll be commenting. So definitely check that out. Tune in tonight. And until next time, which I already said, stay action-packed and may your stack be fat.